Oh, hi there. Yeah, I'm back at you for another comic book video. Um, so yeah, this is the Spider-Man J.J. Abrams book. I know this is 2 weeks overdue, and I'm sure other people have talked about this already, but um, yeah, this is me voicing my opinion on this. I'm gonna rate it a pass. My opinion. Again, I'm sure there's people out there that would like it. If I had to gauge its quality, it's somewhere between the quality of a Dan Slott Spider-Man book and a Chip Zdarsky Spider-Man book. It's somewhere in between there. That's a big range though, because Dan Slott has some really good books. Is he like J. Michael Straczynski good? No, but I mean everyone's their own person. Everyone has their own voice, and Dan Slott wrote a better Doc Ock. Let's be honest. Anyways, yeah, based off the cover alone, I'm gonna talk about the cover right now. Because don't judge a book by a cover, but a cover is what you got when you see it. I mean, you can obviously flip through it in the store, but it's a good cover. I believe it's Sarah Pichelli doing the cover. Um, it'd be nice if they gave credits in the book. They don't actually do that very often anymore. I don't think. So I mean, in the normal books they do, but like on books like this. They either kind of try and do like a movie titles type of splash page, or maybe you'll get the writer and the inker. But again, great cover. Still got that patented Marvel ink where you even touch the book once and you get permanent little greasy Italian fingerprint for life. So you can look at that while I talk about this cover. I mean, the paper itself is like I was talking about in the Cyberfrog video, the last one, if you want to check it out. This is not your typical Marvel book. I believe it's, certain, special privileges. Got this to be, like the way older covers were, the way I remember like Ultimate Spider-Man, like reading Ultimate Spider-Man, the original ones. It had like this plastic type of cover, and like the interior paper. Most Marvel books use the interior paper as the cover. It's like a way of saving money, but yeah, they don't do that, so that's cool. I kind of feel like the cover is actually the coolest part of the book, to be perfectly honest. Um, yeah. Anyways, let's get right into it. You're greeted for the opening page. They spared no expense with this ink. I mean, I get what they're doing. They're trying to, establish Spider-Man got knocked out, and here he is. I don't know. It's just not the way I would have opened this book, in my opinion. I would have had more Spider-Man in the Spider-Man book, but I get what they're doing. It's all establishing, the groundwork, and I mean, it's not really for me. It's a 20-page story, man. It is 20 pages, right? If it doesn't feel over 20 pages, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. It does not feel like it's over 20 pages. Um, this is probably one of the best panels in the whole book, actually, in my opinion, for art wise and for like action's sake. Don't get me wrong, this is kind of cool. Again, not my thing. I like big action shots, like the Claremont era X-Men. Back when things had way too many pouches. But yeah, no, you get some establishing couple talk. Spider-Man's arm is just, it looks worse in a later panel. Right here. I don't know what happened between this page and the last page that made his arm get so much worse, but yeah. Anyways, this is the big villain. Cadaverous, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. You're trying a little too hard on that name. I'm gonna call it right now. This is someone we've seen before. The way they're kind of, parroting the way the arm looks, I'm going to say it's a different version of Peter Parker. Could it be a Venom because like all the the sprouted off symbiote type? Yeah, it could be like a Venom type or a Carnage type or like Carnum. I don't know. Could it be Norman Osborn? Sure. Could it be Doc Ock? Sure. It's always what it comes down to in these special books nowadays. I don't foresee anything original coming out of this. Again, I'm assuming this guy right here did most of the work. Again, I believe this is his first time like actually writing anything either. Like, professionally wise, at least getting credit or like, nepotism is a beautiful thing sometimes. Sometimes that's what you need to get started. Am I saying this is horrible for someone's first book? No, not at all. Just not my thing. Anyways, I'm gonna be careful because I don't want to spoil the book for people that actually haven't read it yet or want to, or what have you. I don't want to ruin it for people. Anyways, I'm gonna bring you to the next big scene. 12 years later, Spider Kid. You're gonna get a Spider Kid doing Spider Kid things. And now, something I actually do like about this book, and I don't know if it was intentional or not, but to anyone who ever read the Stan Lee, Steve Ditko run of Spider-Man, the first, I believe, 60 issues, fake geek. Anyways, people remember Spider-Man was actually a pretty big prick. Let's look at this moping shot. He was a very spiteful prick. That was what his character was. And it wasn't until, I believe, like the first 30 issues were up that he became, the Spider-Man that everyone knows. Like the snarky, roasts you while he beats you type character. It was a lot of this. If you ever read it, he was the why me, whiny type of character at first, and not a lot of people remember that. Is that my favorite era of Spider-Man? No, but is it important to know? Yeah, definitely. I'm just gonna comment on this right now. It's fan casting Keanu Reeves as old Peter Parker. I see you, Sarah Pichelli. I see you. You're not fooling me. This is what most of the book is. Again, if this is your thing, all power to you. Just gonna show. It's mostly about Peter's son, Ben. They used to call him Benji in the Spider-Girl books. I loved those Tom DeFalco Spider-Girl books. That's actually what got me into comics. Between Ultimate Spider-Man and Spider-Girl, those two things I think is what really got me into comics. Again, J. Michael Straczynski's Amazing Spider-Man run was also really good, but those two books is what got me into it. Like the younger Peter Parker and Ultimate Spider-Man. I loved the art too. Again, Mark Bagley's 90s Venom art and Ultimate Spider-Man art is some of the best art in comics. I'm just gonna say that right now. Ethan Van Sciver on Green Lantern and Mark Bagley on Spider-Man. Can you tell which characters I like? Anyway, this also looks pretty cool. I'm sure my girlfriend would really love this. This is, I like Scotty Young's art. I like his little variant covers he did for a while there, and I also have some like little printouts that Marvel gave away a couple times, like for Iron Man Free and a couple other things. This is kind of cool. I'll probably tell my girlfriend about this. There's a little link if you guys want to check it out for yourself. Something you like. If you like Scotty Young's art, pretty good artist. Is it my thing for like action book? No, but like what, like a You know, remember Avengers vs. X-Men? Like how there's like the baby X-Men in the Mojoverse. Well, I feel like this would be a cool thing. Like if Scotty Young did like the baby X-Men, something like maybe not as cutesy, but you know, it'd be cool. Be a cool book. I'd read it. Yeah, you get a lot of this type of stuff in this book. I'm just gonna close it before I spoil something, because there is very. It's one of those books that you have to see the hook before you get into it. But you know, my opinion, a pass. Is it cool to see, you know, the old fashioned? I wouldn't say old fashioned, but just quality covers again. Yeah, it's really cool. Oh, almost totally forgot. They gave you this too. This isn't my thing, but it's like a director's cut, behind the scenes type of thing. Not really my type of thing with comics. With comics, I like to see, you know, what is intended as like the, you know, what is intended as the final product. That's more my thing. But anyways, you guys can tell me what you thought about, you know, the comic book yourself, if you read it, or what you thought of the video in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I'd love to hear who your favorite artists are. That'd be something interesting for me, because there's a lot of different good choices out there. But yeah, if you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike. You know, if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. You know, appreciate you. Yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and peace.